Getting a good monitor is so crucial to the point people compare it to choosing your GPU. That shows the importance of a good monitor, but how do you know which monitor is the best for you? This video is going to be targeted mainly towards gaming monitors for games like Valorant, Csgo, COD, really any FPS PC game made to this day. It doesn't even need to be FPS, to be honest. What is going on, guys? My name is Zeus and you're watching the Zeus Experience. This is the place where I share my experiences from thousands of hours on PC, FPS games like Csgo and Valorant to help speed up your learning curve. This is going to be a little bit different as it's not targeted towards a specific game but your PC build as a whole. So a higher refresh rate monitor will allow you to refresh your screen more than twice as much than a regular monitor. So that's just going to give you like improved everything when it comes to actually playing the game. You're going to be able to see everything a lot better. You're going to notice a difference and you're not going to want to switch back. That being said, we're going to be focused purely on high quality monitors at 3 different price ranges. We're going to be doing $1,000, $300, and $100. I'm going to have the monitors from Amazon linked in the description box below. So we're going to start at the $100 price range and work our way up. One thing I should mention is that normally I use my own gameplay in my videos, but as I mentioned, this video is a little bit different, so I'm not going to be using my own gameplay. That being said, I don't know whose gameplay I'm going to be using, but it's going to be linked somewhere in the description as well. At the $100 price range, we have our Acer SB2200, which is probably like the best bang for your buck at a lower price range. At a price on Amazon of $90, you can get a 21.5-inch monitor that gets 1920p by 1080p, 75Hz IPS FreeSync display with a 4 millisecond response time. Notably, it's not 144 or 240 Hz like the other monitors that I'm going to mention later on in this video, but 75 Hz is still way better than the average 60 Hz refresh rate monitor. So something important to keep in mind is that this monitor has no VESA compatibility or an integrated speaker. It doesn't have a speaker either, but it's still like a good bang for your buck because it's just 90 bucks. Now at the $300 price range, we have smashing the like button and subscribing so I can hit 100 subs. Alright, so at $300, we have our ASUS VG78QR, which also has 1920 by 1080p, but has a drastically different refresh rate and response time than the Acer monitor we just mentioned. The response time of this monitor is not 3 ms, not 2 ms, not even 1 ms. The response time for this one is just 0.5 ms and comes with a 165 Hz refresh rate. Talking about the best bang for your buck, this is literally it. If you're broke and you can only afford the Acer we mentioned earlier for $90, then go ahead and do that. But this ASUS monitor is the best you can get without spending a ton of money on a monitor. Unlike the first one, this ASUS monitor even comes with internal stereo speakers. All of this sounds like a solid deal for just $300, but that's not all. This monitor also comes with the ability to just tilt it around, readjust it, compare it to where you're sitting, and just, like have the best monitor display possible. And it comes with extreme low motion blur technology, which basically eliminates blur by turning off the backlight in between refreshes. So it turns off the backlight and it refreshes 165 times per second. Now lastly, for you rich people who think 165 Hz monitors are for plebs, we have the BenQ Zowie XL2546, which comes with a refresh rate of 240 Hz with a 1 ms response time. It comes with black equalizer, which allows darker areas to be brightened without over brightening other areas, which makes it a lot easier to see enemies. This monitor isn't for people just getting into gaming. It's for people who are serious and want to take their game to the next level. They have an S switch on the side of the monitor, which allows you to basically quick swap between inputs. For example, you can have one input for Valorant, one for CSGO, and one for Minecraft for you old school people out there. There's also 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, a display port, a USB 3.0, DVI-DL, and a headphone plus mic jack. So this monitor doesn't have G-Sync, which generally makes games smoother, but it also results in input lag. So this monitor is already so smooth at 240 Hz, so it doesn't even need G-Sync, and the input lag would be unnecessary. And the input lag comes from the G-Sync, so it doesn't have it at all because it just doesn't need it. So that just shows how powerful this monitor is and how much of an edge you can really get in your comp games. If you want to be like pro in Valorant or CS, or really any FPS game, then this monitor would be like a solid investment. So something to keep in mind is this monitor also has a 3-year warranty, so if something like happens to the monitor, they got you covered, as they mentioned on the site. Now, which one would I recommend? If you're trying to go pro and you have the money to dish out, then the BenQ Zowie obviously gives you an edge more than any other monitor. However, it's $1,000, so if you want an edge but don't want to dish out $1,000 on a monitor, then the $300 Asus VG278R is the best bang for your buck at that price range due to the 0.5 ms response time, which is actually better than the expensive one, but it has 165 hertz refresh rate at just $300 versus the 240 hertz refresh rate at $1,000. So the reason this monitor is so expensive isn't just the refresh rate, by the way. It's everything else that comes with it too. It comes with like flaps, for example, to avoid distractions that can be removed. It comes with all those softwares I just mentioned. But if you're a broke boy and you don't want to go pro and you only have $100 to spend, then the $90 Acer monitor is literally like the best thing you can get for like under $100. And you can use the last $10 to invest in the stock market. I'm going to link that video that I have as a card above. So if you get the BenQ Zowie monitor, you're already balling out, probably got your stocks down, so you probably don't need that. But that being said, my personal recommendation is the Asus VG278QR, which will be linked in the description along with the other two monitors that I mentioned in this video on Amazon. So if you enjoyed this video and you want more hardware related content or FPS games like Valorant or just Valorant videos in general, make sure to start off now by obliterating the subscribe button and turning on the bell. Like this video for good luck. Leave a comment on which monitor sounds the best at their price range. Love you guys. Peace out.